I've always been a straight shooter. When I discovered my firefighter boyfriend's phone filled with flirty messages to some girl I'd never heard of, I walked right up to Nathan and handed him his phone, demanding an explanation. After a long silence, he confessed. She's a girl with depression that I rescued on a call. I'll admit, I had feelings for her, but Summer, we've been together since high school. That's not easy to throw away. I promise I'll keep my distance from her from now on. Looking at the sincerity in Nathan's eyes, I swallowed my heartbreak and chose to forgive him. The wedding would go on as planned, but on our wedding day, his teammates suddenly burst into the venue. Captain, evening found out about your wedding. She's threatening to jump off a building. The suspended diamond ring dropped to the floor with a sharp clink. Nathan bolted toward the door like lightning. I screamed after him, my eyes red. Nathan Gu, if you walk out that door today, we're done. Forever. He hesitated for just a moment, then left without looking back. He'd broken his promise after all. The wedding venue erupted into chaos. Guests' whispers pierced my eardrums like thousands of tiny needles. Both sets of parents rushed over, confused about what had just happened. Nathan's teammate, Josh, stood there helplessly, his face bright red. Mrs. Gu, Summer, evening has clinical depression. Last time she tried to jump, the captain saved her. She's completely dependent on him. Only he can talk her down. It's a matter of life and death. The captain had no choice. Please don't blame him. Josh had worked with Nathan for 3 years. He'd always been respectful to me, calling me Mrs. Gu with a warm smile. But now, he couldn't even meet my eyes. I didn't know how many of Nathan's secrets he'd kept, or what his connection was to this evening girl. Pain spread through my chest like cracks in ice. For the first time, I truly felt Nathan's betrayal. My parents held my hands, panicking. What's going on? Isn't he on wedding leave? Who needs him to rescue them right now? Nathan's parents called him frantically, apologizing profusely. Summer, honey, don't worry. I'm calling that boy right now. If he doesn't come back, I'll break his legs myself. The diamond ring lay on the red carpet, kicked further away by passing feet, just like my shattered heart. I stood there in my wedding gown, the train dragging on the floor like a cloud beaten down by rain. All those countless fantasies about my wedding day, I never imagined it could be this humiliating. The groom abandoning his bride in a hall full of wedding guests for another woman. 5 hours, 108 calls. Nathan didn't answer a single one. I watched my phone screen go dark, light up, go dark again, until finally the battery died completely. Sunlight streamed through the church's stained glass, casting fractured colors on the floor, falling across my empty ring finger, cold as ice. Guests gradually left, leaving behind scattered confetti and half-eaten reception food. I suddenly felt dizzy. Everything spun. The last thing I heard was my mother's panicked crying. When I opened my eyes again, the smell of disinfectant filled my nostrils. A nurse was changing my foredrip. Seeing me awake, she said gently, "You're carrying a life now. You can't let yourself get this upset. You need to take care of yourself." I stared at the ceiling as tears silently rolled down into my hair. From age 17, accepting Nathan's love letter on the high school field, to college, when he'd take a 20-hour train ride just to surprise me for the weekend, to the day he became a firefighter, his eyes red as he promised, "I'll protect the people, and I'll always protect you." 7 years flashed through my mind like a movie on fast forward. I smiled bitterly, looking at my parents and Nathan's parents, their faces unable to hide their excitement about the pregnancy. Tears welled up in my eyes. How could I explain that this 7-year relationship had finally reached its end? At 7 that evening, Nathan finally appeared after vanishing for 6 hours. His face was pale, his eyes filled with guilt. "Summer, I'm sorry." His voice was hoarse. "Evening, I couldn't let her die. Saving lives is what I do." I swallowed the bitterness in my throat. There are dozens of firefighters. Did it have to be you? She chose our wedding day to jump. She demanded you specifically come save her.